for lack of a better venue, I'm holding my premiere episode on my daily walk, more like weekly, some timely walk, especially with this quarantine situation. And that's where I wanted to start today, was on this situation at hand. And let me be the first to warn y'all, most of y'all probably not gonna like what I have to say, but you know, that's the pleasure or the intriguing part of my personality. I'm just joking. Anyway, so I'm to understand that a 2% mortality rate is worth like shutting down the whole world. I know a lot of you out there have had a hard time in math. Math is not your best subject. And I've also heard ridiculous sayings like, "Oh well, one death is more than enough." No fucking duh. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just fucking, you know what I'm saying, common sense. But the reality is, it could have been much worse. Now, Lord forbid, after making this video, I get sick, contract COVID-19, and have an untimely death. But, you know, even if I was to pass, there's still 99 other people or 98 other people per statistics that's probably gonna live through this. You know what I'm saying? And that's my issue. Like, dog, the world has been put on hold. No sports, lack of mobility. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, and you know, maybe in the past I'd have said they was conspiracy theorists, you know, with the whole looking for a reason for martial law BS. But on the cool shit, this shit kind of justify that shit. I mean, let's be honest. HIV, AIDS, I think the mortality rate was like, what, 50%? I'm probably over exaggerating. I'm trying to cross the street. Probably over exaggerating. I don't have the actual numbers, but if you call HIV 20 years ago, you was pretty much dead. Like, I think it was probably like a 90% mortality rate or something like that. So out of 100 people, 90 of them people would die. Now that's something, you know, but it wasn't as communicable or contagious as this situation is. So, yeah, you know, in that regard, you know, I think the worst part about HIV was, if you like to have sex, then it gave you reason to worry. If you know what I'm saying, unless you wore rubbers and, you know, this, that, and the other. But the point is, it was killing at a much more alarming rate than this shit. But yet the world is freaking out. And my biggest problem with this is, people will believe anything before they research some shit. I don't care if it's the local news, national news, a newspaper. Just like you go to a doctor and you get a second or third opinion, that's how I feel about information. You know what I'm saying? It could be the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But common sense tells me that that was written thousands of years ago by numbers of authors. You know what I'm saying? So just like that damn exercising class, shit gets changed around. I got a call from my son. I'll pick this video back up in a minute.